Okay, hey you guys. Okay, so my name is Baisha Jones. Today is January 27th, 2019. And today we're working on bacterial morphology and staining, which is where I'm staining. So the first thing we need is we need our clear plates, our clear plates. And we're going to label them with our previous I put them away, but our previous cultures. So that's our E. coli, our S. cerevisiae, which is the yeast, and our S. epidermis. So the first thing we do is we take that and we smear it amongst our plate, which I've done that already. And we take a sterilized inoculation loop. We sterilize the top of our culture before sticking in the inoculation loop. We stick the inoculation loop in, we shake it around to make sure it doesn't drip, and we place it here and we swirl it around. Then we discard the inoculation loop inside of our bleach solution. I let it go ahead and dry. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going So the first thing we're going to do is take our crystal violet gram stain and place 2 drops there. I'm trying to make sure I have it on the correct side. So we're going to place 2 drops there. We're going to leave that there for 60 seconds. Once we leave that for 60 seconds, we're going to rinse the gram stain out. So we place it here in our gram stain holder, and we let that sit for 60 seconds. Okay, once we let that sit for 60 seconds, we rinse that off with our water, and then we take our PVP iodine and we're going to put it in the same spot. We're going to drop 2 to 3 drops. And we're going to let that sit for 60 seconds. Once we let that sit for 60 seconds, we'll go ahead and rinse that off. And we take our decolorization and we're going to drop 2 to 3 drops there. And we're going to leave that on for 30 seconds. The last step here, after we wash off the decolorization, we're going to take our saffron gram stain, and we're going to drop 2 to 3 drops there. And we're going to let that sit for 30 seconds. We're going to clear that off. We're going to let it dry, and then we will begin reading it with our microscope. Okay, now that we let it dry, we're going to go ahead and stick it under the microscope. And we want to determine which lens works best with the culture, with the specimen. Sorry. So right now, I have it on the 10 times lens, so that's our low power lens. I'm going to go ahead and go in and see what we see. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust it a little bit to see what is more visible to the eye under the microscope. And so that lens wasn't working good enough for me. So I'm switching to our, this is my scanning lens. I'm going to adjust it a bit. This has somewhat, but it's not really much of, okay, that's a little bit there. Okay, so I still a little bit there, so I'm going to switch to our third lens, which is my high power lens, and let's go ahead and look in there. So the high power lens isn't much of a help to me. So I'm gonna take it back to my low power lens, just to see how that works for me. You must make sure you click it all the way because, yeah, it could be very dark. So to me, my the best one for me was the high power lens. Okay, you guys, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And this was a recap of the bacterial morphology and staining. Thank you so much.